Hey Wildfire, I'm Brendo. I taught the Lockouts, TakeOuts, and Turnouts oh my class today. So basically the things that you got to remember for TakeOuts are they kind of are stacking the reels on top of a butterfly. And basically what that means is you take a butterfly and you have all the different regions of your body that you can spin a reel in. And when you do a takeout, you are taking one poi from the butterfly and putting it somewhere else around your body on one of the zones. So you can put it above your shoulder, or off to your shoulder, on your hip, behind your hip, and the same thing on the other side of your body. So basic takeouts look something like this, where you are spinning in butterfly and then you do a takeout over your native shoulder. Or, woo, you don't hit them. You can spin and take it out of your hip. Take it out of your hip. Woo! Or, and then the other hip and da 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 da. Edit. This is the edit. Alright. So, you can, also with like one of the moves that we learned with takeouts, was the double backbeat. You're going to be spinning 2 beats in front of you and 2 beats behind you with each of your poi, and the start is shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip. And remember that we talked about beats being the down beats every time the poi crosses your feet. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we kind of figured out, a couple of the different wild and crazy takeouts, going over your opposite shoulder. And basically using thread the needle to do that. In order to go off your opposite shoulder, you slide up your arm and put it over your shoulder. As the poi is on its native side, you have this 100, as you're spinning forward butterfly, you have this 180-degree arc of the circle to come from here to behind you. You just slide your arm, or you slide your hand up your opposite arm in order to put it there. Takeouts, lockouts now. Basically doing a 3-beat weave, and you lock out. And a lockout is really just split time, same direction, technically in wheel plane. And you can kind of do all sorts of flowers with it. You can move from windmill and giant windmill into 3-beat weave, or you can move reverse weave. It's kind of an in-between transition in between your weaves, or you can use it to transition up into your windmill and stuff. But you have a lot of places to go from a split time, same direction place. Flowers, etc. The stalls and everything else we talked about. One other thing that I didn't really mention but is good to go over, you can almost pulse weave with the lockout. So you can throw that lockout, and instead of popping up into the flower, which we discussed, and then continuing on with the weave, you can just throw out your hands in an almost isolated slash just in an isolated motion, and then continue on your weave. And it gives you more dynamics to the weave. The last one we talked about was the actual turnouts, which basically is a takeout, but you're actually turning with it. So you have your butterfly, you turn, but you do your takeout, and you actually turn. So butterfly, takeout, turn, and you can go into all sorts of flowers and all sorts of stuff. All three of these things are basic, but they are there to help you enhance the moves that you already know. Take the moves that you learned from beginning poi and intro to poi and just add a little bit of extra flair to them before you kind of step up to the next level and kind of the intermediate stuff. They're little breaks, but they help transition and they help add a lot of flow to your spinning. So happy flowing.